beautifuls, this is Aromie here, and welcome to a game demo called Romancin Dudes. So, this game is still currently in demo version. They were supposed to have a full release around July, I believe. I just checked their Tumblr 3 months ago. The creator had posted on Tumblr that the game was still being developed. The CG artist hasn't completed any, they haven't completed the CG art for it, so I'm assuming the project is still going on, but I have no idea. Their Tumblr hasn't been updated since 3 months ago. So we're just gonna enjoy this demo and pray that it gets officially released eventually. Because you guys know, majority of the demos I do play, some of them never make it and some of them get released, but a lot of them usually get released a little bit later than they expected. But again, it's really hard to make a game, so I'm not going to give them any rush for it, so it's going to be beautiful and we're going to wait for it. But this game is called Romancin Dudes, and the dialogue seemed interesting. I'm sorry, you're just not edgy enough for me. Those are the words I hear as I get rejected for the 28th time this year. This one's name was, well, that's not important. So our main character here gets rejected a lot. All you need to know is that he's the edgiest guy at school. The school literally is named school, so, you know. Someone please give me some sandpaper so I can dole this boy down kind of edge. As I watch him walk out of the courtyard and leave school, obviously school is just a societal construct, and he'll have no part in that. I mentally cross him off my list of potential matches. My growing tally of failed conquests is beginning to give my self-esteem a beating. The ginky guy, the emo guy, I've even taken a shot at the Shota as a last-ditch effort before prom. Just last week, I was rejected for not being athletic enough, not being hipster enough, and most memorably of all, not being yuri, sexy, kawaii enough. But I haven't lost hope. There are still a few more guys that I can think of that I haven't tried yet, so I'm not about to give up yet. I was created to be the main character of an Aromie, and I'll be damned if I don't play out that role. I hastily make my way back to the homeroom. Even if class has already started, the teacher shouldn't be too surprised. Since I'm the main character, I'm pretty much always late for school. I just love how this girl knows she's in a game. As I sit down in my chair, I take out my folder of pursuable guys and start flipping through the files. Most of them have been X'd out, the stinging proof of many bitter defeats. Not like I'm discouraged or anything. I'm sure even Gingis? I do not know how to pronounce that word. I'm so sorry if you guys just cringe. Khan had some failed conquests. At least I think so. Anyway, history has never been my forte. I can just tell by that face you got dumped again. This is Stacia Ex Machina, my best friend. She shows up every once in a while when it has relevance to the plot. I was dumped. To be dumped, I'd have to have been picked up first. A solid argument, but not one that I particularly like using. Who was it this time? I forget his name, but if he were a superhero, he'd be called Anti-Establishment Man. My god, really? Yes, that guy out? The guy who tried to run for town mayor last year, just so he could have a soapbox to promote anarchy? Yeah, that's the one. The guy who drew a teardrop on his face and pretended it was a tattoo for 6 months before he accidentally washed it off? That's him. The guy that... Okay, I get it. Do you really, though? The last guy you asked out wasn't much better. Let's not talk about him. Even I regret going for that one. I'm just saying, Bobka. You don't exactly have a good record when it comes to choosing guys. You don't have to chase after anyone with a pretty face and a pulse. Don't you have standards? A type? My type is anyone who likes me, duh. You have to stop trying so hard. Hasn't anyone told you that love will find you when you least expect it? That's bullshit. That hot people say as they watch people throw themselves at their feet. I'm sure it's real easy to think that way when all you have to do is pick a name out of a hat and instantly have your one true love. If plebs like you and I want love, we gotta chase after it with every inch of our being. There is seriously no winning with you, is there? I don't think you could call confessing to random strangers love. Someday, somebody will love you for who you are. I promise. So just take it easy, will ya? Yeah, that's great and all, but I can't take that risk. We're close to graduating. What if high school ends and I still don't have a boyfriend? My life might as well be over. Miss Teacher, and to the two squabbling in the back of the room, I would ask if they could kindly shut up, please. Our teacher smiles at us, but our words have poison in them. I face forward again and pretend to pay attention. I transferred to school on the development team for the stupid Aromie game that I was originally cast in, which I can't name due to the terms of my release contract. Decided that I was too stereotypical for them. Too stereotypical my ass. I hope they lose funding and all get into freak yachting accidents. Anyway, everyone at school is here because of similar reasons, like that edgy guy I'd propositioned earlier. His tragic backstory was so cliche, it could have been a 12-year-old fanfiction writer's wet dream. Even though I may have been kicked from my project, I'm not about to give up. But some people, they just know what they're meant to be. Like those professional dancers on TV who are like, yeah, I've been dancing better than you since I was in my mother's womb. I just knew I was destined to be a dancer. Well, that's me as an Aromie game heroine. Is that how you pronounce that word? I hate that word because it reminds me of drugs. I don't need some corporate suits telling me who I can or can't be. I'll just show them all up. Just watch. I barely even notice when the bell rings to go to our next class. Stacia smacks me, not very gently, over the head with her textbook, and I scramble to pack up and leave. I look up at the board to see that it's filled with calculations that might as well be encrypted hieroglyphics, for all I knew. I'll have to ask Stacia for this week's notes again. I'm the last one out. Before I make it out the door, Miss Teacher calls out to me. Bobka, I want you to know that just because you have main character privileges doesn't mean you can doze through my class. Even if your life is spiraling out of control, that's no excuse for not paying attention in school. If this behavior continues, well, who knows? Terrible things happen to good people all the time, you understand? She beams at me. I see my life flash before my eyes. Yes, I'm really, really sorry. Really. Hopefully the more reallys I add, the more convincing I sound. I truly do hope so, for your own sake. You can leave now. Maybe it's the trauma from being targeted by Miss Teacher, possibly a badly disguised Satan, but by the time I stumble into the hallway, I've completely forgotten what my next classes are. All I can see in my mind is Miss Teacher's terrifyingly sweet smile. I guess it's also a testament to how little I care about school, when I can't even get to my second class of the day without a schedule. Oh well, all school is to me is a convenient gathering place for potential partners anyway. I walk through the halls with the rest of the students, hoping that I'll somehow remember where I'm going through muscle memory. It doesn't work out. Soon the halls will clear out and I'll just be wandering around by myself. Then the hall monitors might catch me and toss me out into the moat filled with hungry alligators. Wait, do we even have hall monitors at the school? Ugh, whatever. I might as well go to the office and see if they can pull up a copy of my schedule or something. The office is weirdly silent when I walk in. Usually there are some nice secretaries that can help me out, but only empty desks are there to greet me. Except, I see a figure in the back room, and I walk towards it. When I get close enough, I can make out that it's a guy that looks around my age. My posture instantly improves by 200%, and I hurriedly fix my hair to look at least somewhat presentable to a possible suitor. Not to knock on the nice secretaries, but this is so much better. I make my way closer in order to answer the most pressing question. Is he hot though? Is he hot? I peer around the door frame. I can't really see his face since he's busy writing something down. I knock lightly on the already open door to try to get his attention. He looks up at me. I stare. The answer to my question is yes. I struggle to get words out of my mouth. He just looks at me, seemingly waiting. I swallow. Hi. Smooth. All that he responds with is silence. Why isn't there anyone here? They're at a meeting. He sounds thoroughly unamused. Even so, I can't appreciate the sound of his voice. Let's just say if he released an album of himself reading the dictionary, I'd buy 5 copies, and the deluxe edition. He goes back to writing whatever he was in the middle of doing before I interrupted him. Oh! I look around awkwardly. Come on, Bobka. You can save the situation. Well, what's your name? So I can add it to my reference list. This just seems to annoy him. Look, if you have something important to say, then say it. Don't waste my time with small talk. I just wanted to know your name. I really don't know why you're so insistent about this. It's Case. Wait a minute. You're the Case? He's so famous, but I've never actually seen him in person. I should have recognized him though. There had posters of his face everywhere during the election week. Like literally everywhere, inside people's lockers, replacing the flag on the flagpole. I'd heard guys complain how awkward it was having his face stare at them from above the urinals. That's me. And I'm assuming that you've somehow forgotten your schedule, even though we're already in the last quarter of school. Maybe. So what? You've never made a stupid mistake? I'd ask that, but I'm scared that the answer would be no. Sadly for you, I'm too busy to deal with these kinds of problems, nor do I particularly want to deal with yours. Wait at the front of the office where you're supposed to. The meeting should be over in a few minutes, and I'm sure someone like you wouldn't mind having an excuse to be late to your next class. I want to argue, but he's not exactly wrong. I sit awkwardly in the chairs at the front of the office, but no secretary comes. The bell rings and I look back and see Case still writing, not acknowledging my exit at all. I feel like I've been ruthlessly abandoned by the public education system. I'm back in the halls with a sea of students, all looking like they'd rather be anywhere than here. Damn, that class went by quick! Since I'm completely lost at this point, I need to find somewhere I can seek refuge for the time being. The cafeteria is completely empty right now. If I went in there, I'd be kicked out immediately, and my possible non-existent parents might even be notified. Hiding in a bathroom stall for the rest of the day sounds extremely uncomfortable. I guess the school roof is as good as any place. Wait, I don't have parents? It's way too cold outside. What happened to warm spring days? I make my way over to the edge and look down onto the courtyard below. The few people walking around below looks like ants from this height. Getting rejected, being threatened by a teacher, losing my schedule. Today is shaping up to be a pretty terrible day. I won't die. I turn around and see a guy sitting by himself in the corner of the rooftop. Oh, hello. All that band-aid on your face. He's watching me apathetically. What? I'm saying if you jump from there, you're not gonna die. Maybe you break a couple bones or something, but that's it. I wasn't planning on jumping. Oh, well then, never mind. That's no fun. If you're not jumping, can you just leave? Why would you think I was about to jump? That's usually the only reason people think to come up here. It gets kind of old. Who are you? Why do you want to know? No reason. He squints at me a little. Wait, are you that weird chick that asked out all of the upperclassmen in freshman year? No. I absolutely am that chick. He leans in closer and I can more clearly make out the details on his face. Not bad at all. 10 out of 10 with romance. You are, aren't you? I heard you wear that stupid outfit every day. What school's uniform is that? Uniform even is that? Oh, this? I got it online. What? Oh, wow. Okay, so people wear normal clothes and I'm just dressing up as this every single day? What? Are you role-playing or something? I sniff, feeling important. No, it's what I'm supposed to wear. I'm the main character of an Aromie. A what? An Aromie. What the fuck is an Aromie? It's... never mind. It's got nothing to do with you. Yet. What was that? Nothing. Weirdo. How about we start this meeting over? My name's Bobka. What's yours? If I tell you, will you stop talking to me? Maybe. Roy. Now, kinda get the hell out of... get hell off of my roof. What are these options? Shut up. I chose the I'm pretty sure this roof belongs to the school. Shut up. I've had this place to myself for an entire year until you had to come up and ruin it. That's like a 5-year-old's logic. Logical enough for me to use it to get you out of my face. That doesn't even... Roy dramatically puts in his earphones and starts humming loudly. He's probably not even listening to anything. I hear the bell ring and I shoot him a dark look. I'm not leaving because you told me to. Yeah, whatever. I make it through the rest of the day without any other uncomfortable situations. I sneak out of school, making sure not to get caught by any of the teachers I was supposed to have classes with. It's not like this is the first time I've skipped, but even I can feel some shreds of guilt. I arrive at home and fumble around for my key. Shit. I put my bag down on the front porch and search through it frantically, hoping that somehow it'll pop up out of nowhere. My on and off parents don't get back home from work until late, and I'd rather not have to sit outside like a burglar scouting out my own house. I'd left my phone in my room to charge this morning too. Ugh. I seem to recall something about my mom saying that her neighbor having a spare key. I totally might just might just be making that up out of desperation, but it's at least worth a shot. I scuttle over to the neighbor's house and ring the doorbell. I don't remember the last time I've been over here. I'm not even sure who lives here anymore. I vaguely remember getting a Christmas card from them a few years back. It had a little plane drawn on it, and it had been signed. God, what had the name been? But after 5 minutes, the door cracks open. I see an eye peering from behind it, looking me over. It's a pause, and then the door opens. Oh, he's cute! A boy appears. He looks like he just rolled out of bed after a decade-long nap. Hi, do you live here? The boy just stares at me like I'm the strangest thing he's ever seen. To be fair, I guess it was a pretty dumb question. Sorry, I laugh awkwardly. I actually got locked out of my house. Do you happen to know if you have a spare key? I don't know why, but I think I remember Mom saying. Suddenly he steps back and retreats into his house, shutting the door firmly behind him. What? Then I hear his muffled voice from behind the door. I'm sorry, it appears that there is nobody home at this time to help you. Please try elsewhere. Where is elsewhere? What is he, a customer service operator? Does the neighbor I didn't even know existed hate me for some reason? Maybe I accidentally killed his cat when I was sleeping. Look, I'm kind of stuck here and I really don't want to have to wait outside until like midnight when my parents get back. Could I come in to use your phone at least? The door opens again. There's an old proverb that says if you let a strange girl into your house, you will be cursed for 20 lifetimes. You clearly just made that up. Doesn't seem phased. Please hold. He retreats back into his house. Oh, we're not gonna peek. That's kind of weird. Take a seat. My legs are so tired. It's not like I've been walking a lot, but this entire day has just been needlessly exhausting. I feel a pang of something like deja vu. Why do I feel like I've been here before? I hear the sound of footsteps. The boy returns with an extremely old-fashioned dial phone. The attached cable runs all the way back for what seems like miles. Thanks! But first, Rumpelstiltskin. What? What is my name? What is my name? Ferdinand? Why Ferdinand? I don't know, you look like a Ferdinand. What the hell is that word? No, I don't. You're right, you really don't. Silence. I'll let you use the phone anyway. But only if you promise not to forget my name again. My name is Lionel? Lionel? I was close. I take the phone off his hands. He watches me with a vaguely interested expression while I struggle to remember my mom's number. She picks up on the first ring. Yeah, hi Mom, I'm locked out. Where's the spare key again? No, probably not. What? What do you mean you're not gonna tell me? That's wait, Mom? Mom? I stare at the phone flabbergasted and then at my neighbor who's still watching me. She hung up on me. Neil laughs. Dude, that's not funny. She threw a hissy fit when I said she probably wasn't important enough to make an actual appearance in the game, and then refuses to tell me where the spare key is. What the hell? Like mother, like daughter, more like. What did you just say? Is this what you're looking for? He reaches into his collar and pulls out a key that he's been wearing around his neck. You had it all along? His smile grew, not even a sign of guilt there. It appears so, doesn't it? Can I have it? Maybe. This is infuriating. Look, I just want the key to my own house, which you have for some godforsaken reason. Is that too much to ask? Maybe. I glare at him. Judging from his expression, he doesn't seem to be doing it to annoy me, though. It looks like he has some real reservations over handing off the key. Okay. How about I borrow it for like 2 minutes to just unlock the door to my house, and then I can run over here and give it back right away. He ponders for a minute, and then nods. Tentatively, he drops the key into my outstretched hand. Why is he wearing the house key around his neck, though? I'll be right back, I swear. I jog over to my place and let myself in. I check my room to make sure that my house key and phone are still there, and then make my way back over to the house next door. The door is closed again. On the ground there is an envelope and a post-it note that reads, "Please place the key inside the envelope and drop through doggy flap. Thank you and have a nice life." What a weird kid. Back in my room I can finally relax. I definitely need a second to recoup after today. Let's see. I met 3 above average boys today, which can only mean that the hundreds of pennies I've thrown into wishing wells are finally starting to show results. It's about time. But now there's so much planning to do. What's my plan of attack? Who am I going to go after? What should I say the next time I meet him? I'm so excited I can barely sleep. The next morning, I get ready at light speed and run to school, feeling motivated after yesterday's fresh rejection. You think you can beat me down, world? Well, guess what? It ain't gonna happen. I do what I want. I am the almighty Bobka. The name is weird. The motivational speech probably could have waited. I'm standing in front of his closed school, because schools do tend to close on Saturdays. No point in being embarrassed. Where do I go now? To the hood? Where the hell's the hood at? To the library? Whatever, I'm going back home? Go to the hood. I want to know where this is. As much as I would love to go to the hood, I don't actually think there is one around here. Maybe I could just wear a sweatshirt or something and hashtag YOLO swag it up. In any case, I might as well try to find the darkest alley in this whitewashed town. Why am I casually just looking for the hood? As I stroll through residential suburbia, all I see are chipper faces and family-friendly establishments. No good. I don't feel like a G at all. What the hell are you doing? Hey man. A familiar voice calls out to me, and I turn around and see Roy. Oh hey yo! What up, homie? Are you on drugs? Why? You want some? Roy says nothing, but his face contorts into an expression that says, "Bitch, please. What are you really doing?" I was at school today. It's a Saturday. Yeah, that's why I'm here now. You're actually an idiot, aren't you? No wonder you can't get a guy even if you beg. Wait, what was that? That, my friend, was the sound of a line of being crossed. Listen here, you little... I start revving up for my tirade, but I'm interrupted by a loud noise behind me. A bunch of thugs have appeared. Holy shit, those thugs are so generic. They don't even have faces. Well, obviously they don't have faces since they only exist as convenient plot points. Shut up and give me your lunch money and stuff. My god, which one of them even said that? I can't tell. This is so hilarious. Look, I don't have the time for this. Can I just beat them up now to show how tough I am? Go right ahead. Thank you. Roy makes quick work of the thugs. What kind of world is this? They know they're in a game. It's kind of tripping me up. To be honest, I probably could have taken them too. I mean, seriously, they don't even have eyes, so how can they fight back? The plot points go scrambling off, whimpering, somehow, and nursing their injuries. I guess that's it for my scene. I'll be going now. Wait, where are you going? To a gang meeting? What? Well, you're the bad boy type, right? Isn't that what you guys do? So you're saying that because I'm sort of type, you know everything about me. Well then, where are you going? Nowhere you need to be, that's for sure. I am the hunter, you are the prey. You're not getting away from me that easily. I put on my stalker hat and sunglasses and start trailing him. He seems to be in a bit of a hurry, and keeping up with him starts becoming a struggle. After a while, he suddenly ducks into a side alley and disappears. I run after him. This is it. When I turn into the next street, I'm greeted by the sight of a pretty cute cafe. Could this be the front for his hideout where he holds illicit, drug transactions? Illegal. I wait 5 seconds before cautiously entering the store. Oh, it's so cute. He works here, doesn't he? There's a beaded curtain that parts as the door opens. A little bell chimes to alert the owner of my presence. I look around in confusion. The little cafe is decorated in cute bunnies and fairy lights. I can feel the diabetes already. Welcome home, princess. A girl in a maid outfit bounces up to me. This is a maid cafe. In a town like this? The maid directs me to a table and I sit down without even thinking about it. It seems like a legit establishment, even if it's a little weird. Then, why did Roy... I call over the maid who seated me. Hey, so do you know if a guy named Roy comes around here? The maid gasped. Could you be Roy's girlfriend? It's alright, I won't tell anyone. Roy's always so secretive about these kind of things. That's so cute though, you're visiting him here. She squeals softly and then points over to the pastry section in the back. That's when I see him. It's hard to miss his red head above everyone else's. He's leaned over the counter, having what seems like a serious conversation with one of the maids. I sidled up behind him. So, are you a regular here? Roy spins around, his eyes wide when he sees me. What the? Are you a fucking stalker or something? Yep, you got that right. Do you want to answer my question now? You better not tell anyone about this. Relax. Besides, visiting a maid cafe isn't even that embarrassing. Roy-chan, are you not wearing the kitty ears we gave you? A maid calls out from the kitchen in the back. Okay, never mind. Maybe that's a little embarrassing. Shut up. I have to say, I'd have never taken you for the maid type. He splutters. I don't work here as a maid. What are you even saying? Then a butler? Not a butler. A maid chimes in, apparently able to hear everything. But he does sew the cutest aprons, and accessories too. Aww! Is he their designer? Roy turns almost as red as his hair. I swear, if any of this gets out, you'll kill me, I know. No, I won't kill you. You're not worth spending years in jail for, but I'll definitely be pissed. Wow, what a threat. Well, if you're not going to end me, I'm just going to have to end with you. Oh my gosh! They don't call me a love hunter babka for nothing. If only anyone ever called me that. What? Nothing. I turn as I prance out of the cafe, making sure to take a generous handful of the free mint candies at the counter before I leave. The infuriating sound of my cell phone ringing jerks me awake. Hello? Hey Babka, did you just wake up? Huh? I look at the clock, 3 p.m. No. What a liar. You want to hang out or go back to sleep? I wasn't sleeping. I don't sound all convincing at all. Should I go over your house? Nah, I was just picking up something near your place, so I'm already nearby. I'll be there in a sec. Okay, see ya. The second I end the call, my doorbell rings. What the? Exactly how close was she? Sup? I came by yesterday morning, but you weren't here. Yeah, I forgot it was Saturday and ended up going to school. Seriously? What'd you do when you got there? Actually, I ran into Roy. What? Roy Hunter? Yeah, do you know him? Not personally, but I've heard all sorts of rumors about that kid. What kind of rumors? Stacia lowers her voice conspiratorially. Okay. I heard that he's actually the boss of a really well-established gang and cuts off the ears of his enemies as prizes. Oh, and he blackmailed the school board into letting him graduate this year. That last one seems a bit far-fetched. But not the ear cutting, you know. Maybe, but I think it'd be better if you stayed away from that kid. Okay. She frowns. I know you're not going to listen to me, but just be careful, okay? Will do. Sure you will. In any case, I think he has potential. Really? Him? Okay, so, I don't know about potential per se, but I'm running out of time and I'm going to take this meeting as a sign of mercy from God, okay? Are you really sure about this? I have it all figured out. Look, I pull out my math notebook from my desk and open it to the most recently used page. The total population of this town is around 10k. Probably half of that is men, so that's 5k. I'm not that flexible on ages, but I'll give everyone between 16 and 19 a shot. So that's gotta be at least 1k, right? And then when you separate the group into how attractive these guys are, that's gotta be less than 500. Then you gotta take out the amount of guys who already are taken or gay. Now I've asked out around 30 guys a year since middle school. How many guys do you think that leaves me to work with? God damn it, Babka. I thought you were actually taking notes during math class. Very funny. Like that would ever happen. Fine. Do what you want. Stacia just shakes her head and changes the subject to the new iguana her cousin smuggled over from Galapagos. Wow, that was it? That was lit. Okay, that's where it ends, okay. But it actually doesn't really end because we can actually go through and is there a skip? Is there a skip? There's no skip button? Oh jeez. Oh no, I didn't mean to take a screenshot. No. I wanted to load to the library so we can get that guy, right? Wow, I didn't even know we had a public library in this town. You learn something new every day. I regularly shuffle in, glancing around guiltily as if somebody's going to jump up and point me out as somebody who didn't belong here. It's quiet. Who'd have thought? Quiet in a library. I walk down the shelves of books, reading the genre labels as I go. Young adult fiction, nonfiction, books on everything from college to gardening to the Vietnam War. I stop in my tracks and do a double take. Peering down the aisle, I see a familiar person sitting in the study section with a school laptop. It's the Case! Seeing him outside of school feels like catching sight of a unicorn. Until yesterday, I wasn't even sure he was a real person. I inch closer to check up on what he's doing. Closer, closer, closer until I'm standing 3 feet behind him. Sneaking up to people is generally considered a socially impolite thing to do, just in case you never learned that in all your years of elementary education. I stop in my tracks, but Case doesn't even bother to look back. What are you doing here? I think the fact that you're here is the bigger mystery. Are you even literate? Hey! I read! Yes, the children's section is over there. Oh wow. He points to his left. I glare at him. Are you always this rude to people? You always try to creep up on people? So the answer is yes. Case looks at me like he's not sure whether he's supposed to laugh or not. Then he seems to realize something. Oh, you're that girl, aren't you? The one who's unhealthily obsessed with the idea of getting a boyfriend. I've heard all about you. Yep, that's me. So, is that your only character trait? You're looking for a boyfriend? Why do you ask? Are you planning on sending in an application? Because my inbox is filling up pretty fast. Psh, please, you're too funny. He isn't laughing. That seems like a terrible goal, though. What happens after you get a boyfriend, assuming that you ever save enough money to buy one? Wow. Ha ha. And once I get a boyfriend, there'll be a time skip, and then we'll be at our wedding, obviously. Case seems to be struggling to find a reply. I don't think that's how it works. What are you talking about? That's how Aromie games work. That's how Aromie games work, okay? Maybe, but that's not how life works. I'd appreciate it if you didn't try to drag me in as one of the characters in your dumb game. What did you say? This isn't some dumb game. It's an entangling of fate, a masterful orchestration of romance and drama and destiny. More importantly, it's a lifestyle. My lifestyle. And who are you to talk down on the mighty Aromie like that? You should be honored to be included as a character. Case seems completely unmoved by my outburst. Well then, is part of this elite lifestyle disturbing the peace in libraries? I look around and see several people sending me looks of disdain. Maybe I'd raised my voice a little too much. Not really. He smirks and turns back to his computer. What are you working on? Oh, so you're interested in my work now? I never said it wasn't. I'm relatively sure that you taking every opportunity you get to diss me implies that you should not be. Okay, smartass. It was an innocent question. I was told to handle some of the managerial tasks for our class's graduation ceremony. It pushes a paper in my direction. It says that you have to compile the data in an Excel file. And then why are you doing it in Notepad? Case freezes. I think I can see him turning red. I'm just doing this first for convenience. What? How could that possibly be more convenient? Don't you have something better to do than watch me work? No? Well, can you find something? You're acting really suspicious. Case stops what he's doing and turns to face me. What I do is none of your business. Can you understand that much? Hey, your computer's about to die. What? How do you know? The monitor light just dimmed and the battery symbol in the bottom right hand corner is red? Case looked back at the computer and his eyes widened a little. Oh, so that's what... He stops himself short. Don't tell me you don't know how to use computers. Of course I do. What do you take me for? But the hasty denial only makes it more obvious. Wow, seriously? But what about... I gesture at his glasses. What about it? Oh, look it. The prince is getting a bit sassy. I can help you if you want. His blinks, seemingly taken aback by the suggestion. You? Help me? I think I'd rather run around town naked. Well then, you better start stripping now. Your computer doesn't look like it has much time left, and if you don't even know how to charge it, I doubt you know how to save your file. You want all your work to be erased because of your dumb pride? At this point, I think he realizes the hopelessness of his situation. Fine. His response is curt and icy. I can't help but smile. Score one for me. I lean over and take the mouse. You probably have like 10 minutes left on this thing before it shuts down. Look, it's easy. Just go to the File tab, then hit Save, and then press OK to whatever comes after that. Then it should save the file to the desktop. Seriously, even my 6-year-old cousin knows how to do this. In the future, this will probably be simple stuff to, like, fetuses. I almost record or horror when I see that the only programs he has on his desktop are the trash can, notepad, Horton antivirus, and Internet Explorer. Are you comparing me to a fetus? Yes, you're literally less competent than a fetus. But really, how have you lived so far without learning how to use computers? Didn't you take computer class in middle school? The teachers just let me skip them. What? Why? They assumed that I knew everything about them because I wore glasses. That sounds reasonable. Well, my work here is done. I stand up and look down at him with a high, unattractive sneer. Remember this moment, Case Sterling, as my decisive victory over you. Well, at least you're not completely useless. What? Not even a thank you? I can't find a reason to want to. He packs his bag faster than I thought was humanly possible and makes a beeline for the door. I swear I could hear him muttering to himself the whole way. As I watch him leave, I grin at the redness of his ears. There has to be a way for me to skip this. Unless there's not a skip button available. There needs to be a skip button available. Okay. Going back home, and then we're gonna end today's demo. Might as well go back home. I could always just lurk on forums and browse Tumblr for the day. On the way home, I can't help but feel a little defeated. I spent the last 4 years putting all my efforts towards getting a guy to like me, but nothing's changed. Could it really just be me? Was there something wrong with me? Jeez, why can't hot guys just fall from the sky and automatically be interested in you? That'd make this so much easier. Like the main characters of actual Otome games, those lucky ducks. Grade A guys are just handed to them on a silver platter, on silver platters, and they get to just hem and haw for a few days, trying to pick any of them as they vie for their attention. Complaining wouldn't do me much good though. I knew that. Ow! Something light and pointy hits me in the side of the head. I look down and see a paper plane on the ground next to me. I turn in the general direction where it would have come from. Leo is standing there at the window of his house. The curtains are open, unlike the last time I'd been over. He rests his arms on the windowsill as if expecting me to approach him. I make my way over. Did you just throw a plane at me? You wouldn't have heard me if I called out. I mean, I guess so, but still. Leo gives me a complacent smile. What's the problem? What? Your face isn't good. Excuse me? Why am I suddenly being insulted? Your expression, it didn't look like you were having a good day. Oh! Sorry, I was just thinking about some things. Well, you should think about better things. Would you like to see some planes? What? Where did that come from? He rests his chin on his hand and looks up at me, waiting for a reply. Sure, why not? Leo's face brightens considerably. He points to the back door and gestures for me to come inside. Whenever I'm feeling less than good, I just look at planes and feel better. Oh, is that why you have the goggles? Normally I would have at least had said something like a nonchalant. When I see the inside of his room, no sound can make its way out of my throat. Planes. If I had a phobia of planes, I would probably just have a heart attack and die. Leo observes my reaction. I like planes. Understatement of the century. Have a seat. I pull up a chair, move the model plane off of it, and then sit down. I thought he wanted to go lay in the grass and look at planes flying by. I didn't know his entire room was planes. What are your feelings, and would you like to share? So this was what it felt like to have a plane-obsessed therapist. I'd always been curious. It's nothing, really. I don't think people get moody about nothing. Do we really know this guy? We're just casually walking into his house and just chilling. I do. I see. Hey, just wondering, how long have you lived here? In this house? Roughly 14 years. Maybe you've repressed your memories of me. You moved into our houses during the same year. Oh! I try to jog my memory, but I can't seem to come up with anything. How come I haven't seen you around or anything? Can't see what isn't there. What do you mean? I don't go out much. Feels silent. How about school? Homeschooled. Food? Supplied by my mother. Fresh air? I open windows sometimes. My God, you're like a hidden child. A diamond in the rough. Not exactly what I meant, but I'll take it. Haven't you been bored? Sitting around inside all the time? Leo gives me the most curious expression. Bored? Yeah, bored. I would go crazy being stuck in a house for years. I'm not. I have the world in a box. points to the TV. And games. And planes. I guess that's all anyone needs in life. He smiles and nods in agreement. Clearly, this boy's sarcasm meter is broken. I change the subject. So what kind of games do you play? Mind games. Are you saying you're a psychic? It was supposed to be a joke. Oh, so he knows how to tell jokes now. Leo turns on his computer. My mother doesn't work, so it's my job to make sure we don't become homeless. Even though I have said that being homeless might be a little fun. She doesn't agree. He types in a URL and points at the screen, so I play these games. Somehow this guy always manages to surprise me. You play poker online? Texas Hold'em, no limit. Isn't that super risky? It is if you don't play right. When it comes down to it, it's all math. You like math? Now that's the most surprising thing I've heard all week. Numbers make sense. Don't you agree? They don't make sense when my teacher puts them on the board, that's for sure. Leo goes to quit out of the page. Before he can, I catch a glimpse of his total earnings. The number nearly makes me fall to my knees. Leo now? Leo, I'm back. A woman's shrill voice calls out from across the house. The front door shuts noisily and there's a shuffle of what sounds like grocery bags being brought in. I got your Munchables! Leo looks wary. You might want to leave. My mother does not particularly enjoy the presence of others. No problem. I get up and go out the back door, leaving Leo with a tiny wave. I just sneaked out back? The heck? Is the mom like afraid of people as well? Afraid of unwelcoming people, I'm guessing? There's no gallery button because they didn't put that there. Okay. No gallery, but the guys are all very beautiful. I wouldn't really know who to choose because none of the guys really stuck out to me. Oops, I hit my microphone, sorry. None of the guys really stuck out for me. I don't know, maybe Leo? Leo has the most interesting backstory to me for some reason. But it does seem like each of them, they're aimed as this typical generic personality trait, but they're all actually not it. Like how Roy is supposed to be the baddie, but he's actually very, well, then again, still following the Tomi type of characteristic where it's the mysterious guy, but he's actually really sweet, and then the smart guy, I never thought of him not being smart, so yeah, that's kind of different. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this little demo of the game. You can actually play it for yourself. The link will be in the description as always, since I didn't technically go through all of the dialogues, so you guys can go have fun at that. But we're gonna end the episode here, and the next episode should be a new demo of some other game, because this demo was actually quite short compared, but it wasn't as short as Tales of Serena? I don't remember. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the future.